Alright, we're back with this thing. I can't even remember what page we were up to. I think we had got like almost nowhere. So I think we're up to... we've done that step. We haven't done this step. Okay, so we're up to this thing. Which is a shockingly small amount to have done. Sorry for that. We're going to take a bit longer to do today as well. Well, we're not going to take long. We're going to take a short time. Whoops, I've just broken stuff. How am I going to do this? Alright, I've got this worked out. Okay. We need... Oh my gosh. This is... I don't think we did this step, to be honest. I did do this step. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Yes, I did do that step. Okay, good, good, good. Alright, so now we're going to make this thing. I am exhausted today. So, one of those things. We need a grey one. It's one of these things. I really don't think I should be doing this. I don't have... Oh, I do have a grey one. Alright, good. And I have to do this 4 times. I don't think I've got 4 of the grey ones. Alright. Put it on the wrong side too. That was not a good start. So it looks like that. Okay. Right. Things have been exciting. I went to see The Creator yesterday at the cinema, which is like a bit novel, something different. But I felt like I haven't been to the movies for a long time. Oh. I feel this step is really getting on my nerves because it's so fiddly. Just to find, here we go. Okay, we've got 3 of them done, so we can finish this off and move on to the last part. And this one's going to get me, isn't it? I think I should have not just thrown all the bags together. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. This box has just got... There's none in here. I can't find it. I can't do this. I can't. I've just got to find the very last piece. What if it's not in here? What if I accidentally... Because I found... Like, there's a white one here. There's this one. There's a couple of white ones. So, I haven't accidentally... Maybe I don't think I've accidentally used the white one instead of the grey one. Oh, I found it. Thank goodness. I was gonna go crazy. Alright. So, let's just get this thing. I don't know how this goes on though. I think it must go like that. Yeah, okay. And they don't actually move out, so this is never actually used for moving. It's just to hold it in place. Like that. Well, that was fine. It's done. Yeah, so I thought the Creator was okay. Wasn't quite. I mean, the storyline wasn't amazing. The weird thing is, 2 people, like, these 2 people got out just before the end of the movie. They just got up and walked out. And then this other person just got up and walked out as well. And I'm like, it wasn't that bad. The ending was a little bit, I think, weak, to be honest. But it was fine all around, I thought. It was fine to go watch. I don't regret paying money. It was good, very, looks very good. So that's that. I feel like it was kind of like, I think Gareth, what's his name, must have started at Edwards or something. Must have started this project a few years back. You know, he's been dwelling over it, and I think he's being sidestepped, I think, a little bit about by where AI has actually gone in the last few years. Though of course the movie's set in, I don't think it's too much of a spoiler to say it's set what appears to be an alternative timeline or an alternative universe where AI has developed differently. So where technology is developed differently. So I think in that respect it doesn't really matter if, I think it's just the problem is that, you know, when you have these AI movies, we can't really have AI movies the way we used to. They don't come apart anymore. Oh my gosh, what has happened here? It's like they've got locked together and I can't get them undone. Oh my goodness, it's like that is the hardest piece to take apart I've ever had to do. Yeah, there'll be like the I feel like there should be like a punk name. You know, like there's steampunk and diesel punk and things like that. There needs to be a sort of name for this genre of AI movie that nobody's really going to accept anymore because it's not the way AI is going to play out. And so it's like you need a version for like the alternative universe AI thing. But yeah, other than that, you know, it's fine. It's fun to watch. I really like Monsters. I think it was what it's called, Monsters, right? It's like first movie, and I actually quite like this Godzilla film, and I really like Rogue One. So I think he's done pretty good for not having too many movies under his belt. And apparently this one was $80 million, which is cheap in today's movie budget. So I'm sure he'll do well enough. I'm sure it will get its money back. So there we go. But it's quite a lot. I saw it quite advertised on YouTube. A lot of things. But then again, I'm like watching, you know, YouTube channels that specifically do trailers for movies. So the fact that there was a bunch of trailers for it isn't too big a deal. But anyway, enough about that movie because there's not much else to say about it without giving away spoilers, and we don't want to do that. So what I do want to do is go to sleep. But I really want to do this because I haven't been making enough movies. But I did have a pretty good morning this morning, and quite productive, unlike some mornings. So I'm going to try and do these in the morning. I think that was a good way of doing things. So I don't know which. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter which side because this thing is so far being completely symmetrical. I've just noticed that is in fact. They're supposed to put a sticker on these things. Oh, there are some stickers. Well, I'm not going to put the sticker on. I know it's not actually Lego, but I don't want to put a sticker on it. So that's the end of that discussion. So we'll put this there. I've completely missed this previous step. But I feel like that was a good idea to miss the previous step because I feel like I would have knocked these things over on this step. And I don't know which ones these go to. They must go to this. Okay, that goes that way. And I finally finished this Children of Time book. Well, I say finally. I actually read it reasonably quickly. But about humans traveling in the future and other species and a planet who inherits a planet. I don't want to give too much away, but there's two sets of there's two stories from both sides of the. There's a planet full of spiders, and half the book is from the spider's perspective, and half. I've got to find one more of these. One of these things. I didn't even know what's on the thing. What was I going to say? And the other half's from a bunch of humans who are flying in a like colony ship, I guess you could call it. Oh, I can't find it. This is not turning out to be as easy as I was hoping. Oh, come on, this one is... I've done them. I've done them all already. No wonder I don't... I've got an extra one that doesn't actually... Fine, this is... this is why you shouldn't do these things. This is the same step as last time. We've already done this one. Okay, well, we'll do it again. Yeah, but the thing about this book is, like, because you're reading it from both sides, and they basically have there's a phase of conflict at the end of the book, and I was kind of like, oh, this is quite a hard read because because you're reading a book and you're kind of like developing a sense of connection, not really a deep sense of connection. It's like obviously they're just you don't really get too much character depth out of these things. But at the end of the book, in a book you're normally like, oh well, you're rooting for one side. You're like, wow, there's the goodies and the baddies, and these people are quite clearly meant to be, not for you to empathize with. But this book, it's like, well, neither side is like a baddie, and so you're like, I was kind of regretting the end of it because it's like, wow, I don't want one side to lose, I don't want to, because it felt like, oh, the humans are going to lose. That's probably giving away much. And so it was quite hard to get to the end of it, I think. Well, I was a bit reluctant to read the last few chapters because I didn't want to know what happened. It was like, oh, it's going to be bad, isn't it? But I guess in that case, it's precisely what the author was wanting. So I won't say any more about the ending because that would ruin it if you do want to read it. And it must be a book that people are reading because I just ordered it from the library at some point and it turned up and I'm like, I don't know why I ordered this book from the library, but almost certainly it's because someone was talking about it, or they're making a movie out of it, or it was a book club thing. Where's this ladder piece? I don't have this ladder piece. Oh, here it is. Almost got a pile of ladder pieces from the pick-a-brick thing at the pick-a-brick place. I did get another pick-a-brick box, ridiculously. So I think this one goes here. Yeah. All right. So we're getting there. We'll just do this. We'll just do a couple more of these things. One more, because I think it's getting faster and faster, and it's just zooming along now. Going so fast, like, you have to slow down. But this one's a bit. No, this is the same. And so I'm struggling to find that piece. But I found it, and that is good. And that would have a sticker on it that says Snoopy. I feel like we might as well put the Snoopy sticker on. Oh, it's a round one. Yeah, so I got that. There were some exciting pieces. And they had buy two, get one free. And I was tempted, but I was pretty tired. Being quite tired a lot recently. Just at night, not during the day. So I'm fine, don't worry about me. I feel like this is different. Oh, we're going to do this 4 times. Okay, this is why it's different. But I resisted because I had to go home and do stuff, and it was like, it was getting late. I was like, when do you close? And they're like 15 minutes. I'm like, oh, I'll have to work hard to work out what they want to get. But they did really cool things, so it was a bit of a shame. But maybe they'll do it again. They'll have the same special again. They do all the time. Normally it's buy one get one half price or something like that. So does that work out to be the same? I think that does work out to be if you buy 3 of them. Does it? No, I don't know. Anyway, we've built 2 of those. I think the smart thing to do, because this is so far turned out to be the worst video, and everything is super noisy, which I think the last. Does it actually say 4? I don't think I've got. Okay, well, let's get the pieces out one by one. I've definitely got those bits. Okay. But the other parts, I am struggling to find in here. Which, if you've just tuned into the video, what that annoying sound in the background is, it's me going through the box to try and find the pieces. And it's looking a bit, oh gosh. What are we going to get? We don't need that piece. We need this piece. It would probably help if I was getting the right piece. But oh, we've got enough for one more. And looking good. Okay. Things go much easier when your brain is work. So that one goes there. We forgot the little grey top bit. That's not the right piece. Oh. That was close. So there you go. It's the 2 different styles, which won't focus. Focus. So yeah, but now it's back to tomorrow. It's I will start on the Expanse series, book number 6, which I think matches up roughly with the final season. So we're getting there. We'll almost be at the point of new stuff. Alright, we've just got one more of these little single stud pieces to find. One more. And we found it. Okay, so this is not turning out too bad. It's just difficult when you're... It's very interestingly made. Intriguingly made. Okay, so that goes there. That goes there. Certainly feeling a bit chunky. And that goes there. I've had no advancements on fixing my